On Cue's Vision 2020 segment is brought to you by Hormel Foundation, Games People Play, and Turtle Creek Estates.
And welcome back to On Cue. Time now for our weekly Vision 2020 update. Geoff Smith joins us, graffiti artist extraordinaire. Not really.
Yeah.
But it's your committee, the
That's
Community Pride and Spirit. I think it was last year you were here talking about the community as a cleanup method to turn unsightly areas of town into pieces of art. How's that going?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, last year was the first year, and it was fantastic. It really was fun. If you're ever behind the Paramount, there's a couple spots that are actually art, I would say. They're very nice. Some of the stuff that had been graffiti and a couple of artists went in and did that. Then there's some stuff around like the mill pond that you could see, a bit more amateurish. We had kids and middle schoolers and adults, but a lot of fun. It looks a lot better.
And this goes through the city park and rec department, right? So they identify, do they identify the sites if you have a group that wants to do this?
Yeah, well, I guess if you're around town and you see a spot that you want to hit, you can certainly let them know. Otherwise, there's different spots that they can probably tell you about. But yeah, you just go in there, sign a form, and it's really simple. And then you get to go. You don't have to use spray paint, but you can if you want, or you can paint by brush. However you like to do it.
And folks, understand that people like Geoff are 100% volunteers. They came together on this Vision 2020, 3 or 4 years ago, whatever it was, and are making things happen like this that weren't there before. But another facet is the committees collaborate with established groups, like Habitat for Humanity it's CHIP is the acronym.
Right, yep, the Community Home Improvement Project. And that's right, we don't want to reinvent the wheel. If people already have stuff figured out, and then we're happy to just add a little muscle to it or help get the word out or whatever. But yeah, so
that's what I'm sorry to interrupt, that's what you're doing with Habitat, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, so Habitat and HRA are both involved in CHIP, and then what we do is there's a process that people can go through. Anymore, it's all kind of headquartered at Habitat. So homeowners that need some help, that maybe their house has kind of gotten away from them, and maybe they don't have the funds, or maybe they're older, or or infirm, or for whatever reason aren't able to maybe paint their own house or whatever. So then they'll apply and get kind of approved, and as long as that happens, then we'll go in with a group and paint or take out the brush. The homeowners are expected to chip in. There's if it's whether financially or with sweat equity, they'll do about half of it.
And I would guess, folks, that this would be a great way to dip your toe into the water of volunteerism. Instead, people think, well, Habitat for Humanity, they're going to take care of it all. They have their group, and you're on the sidelines. But this way, to join a Vision 2020 group such as yours, you can show up once and try it on for size and see if you liked helping out. Yeah,
you don't have to be a carpenter or an electrician. I mean, if you've got skills, great. But if you just want to sling a brush or cut down some brush, it's a really, like you say, a very good intro to it. We're having a blitz this year, so
Blitz weeks. What's that mean?
So we're gonna line up as many of the properties as we can to be ready for work from June 22nd through the 27th, and then we'll do that again in the fall. Another week, that'll be the same week as the United Way Day of Caring. I'm not sure if they've settled on an exact date for that yet, but that's gonna happen then, and so that if they've got a group together, they know when it is, and it can be during the day or it can be after work, and we'll have lots of projects lined up.
More projects in a limited time, so hopefully you get those folks involved all week long. Oh, that's a good idea.
Yep, and churches or individuals, there'll be Lots to do. There's different businesses that have groups come. Rotary will have a group there.
Good. Well, thanks, Geoff. This has been very informative as always. Thank you for your service to the community too.
You bet.
Geoff Smith, Vision 2020, Community Pride and Spirit. And that'll do it for this edition of On Cue. I'm Eric Olson. We'll see you next time.
On Cue is a production of KSMQ Television in Austin, nonprofit public television.